Today I'm going to show you how to make this sweet little Piglet Tsum Tsum using light pink and dark pink polymer clay. Now the first thing you'll need to make this cute little piglet is a piece of light pink polymer clay shaped into an oval and then pressed flat on your board. The next thing you'll need is a piece of brighter pink polymer clay rolled into a ball, and then you're going to take this and roll it flat with your rolling pin. Now I have this rolled into about the thickness of a toothpick, and what I'll do is I'll take one side of it and I'll actually cut that off, make a straight line on it, so that this way I have a straight edge. I'll take the back of my knife and just smooth it down so it's nice and smooth. This is going to be the back of Piglet. The next thing you'll do, once this is nice and smooth, is you'll drape it over Piglet. Cover about, I would say about 2/3 of Piglet with your bright pink, and then press it down, smooth it as you go along, and press it down on the sides and work your way around, and on the back too, going all the way around Piglet. You want it to fit nice and snug. So now that it's fit snugly around Piglet, what you do is you'll cut around the edges of this. Go all the way around from one side to the next, and just cut around the edges, and then you're going to peel the edges off. Go all the way around like this, and then just take your clay and remove the excess. Now all you want to do is turn Piglet over a little bit and press it down the edges underneath, and you can kind of stretch as you go along and press them all the way around and underneath like this. So now you have the top of Piglet. The next thing we'll do is make these 3 lines in the back of Piglet. Now to do that, I'll take my knife and I'll just go from one edge and score it, mark it all the way around until I get to the other side, like this. I'll do this 2 more times. Go a little bit behind the first one and go all the way around, like this, and then do this 1 more time near the end of Piglet, and you'll be finished with the top. So now that I have all 3 lines on Piglet, the next thing I'll be working on will be Piglet's feet. So I'll flip Piglet upside down, and I'll now take my tiny little log and I'll just cut it into 4 pieces. The feet are very small, so we're just going to make tiny little feet for Piglet. And Piglet is the smallest one anyway, that's why I like to make Piglet nice and small. Now that you have your pieces cut evenly, take each one and roll it into a little pink bowl, and then roll it out into a little log shape like this, and just press underneath like this, and do that until Piglet has 4 little legs. There we go. So now that Piglet has 4 little legs attached, we're going to be working on the ears. Now for the ears, I have 2 pink bowls in the bright pink color, and what I'll do, I'll roll each one out into a log shape, and then I'll flatten it. And then what I'll do is I'll try to get the shape of Piglet's ear, and I'll take this one as a reference. It's kind of pointed at the top a little bit, but rounded. It's not a very sharp point. So I'll use my knife to try to get that shape. So once I finished cutting off the little corner of my rectangle, then what I did was I just kind of took my finger and flattened it a little bit until it was the shape that I wanted it to be. The next thing I'll do is I'll use my first ear as a reference to make my second ear, so I can just place it right on top, and then I'll know exactly where to cut off. And so I'll just cut around that one, and then I'll just take my finger and shape it. That way Piglet has 2 matching ears. Now that I've shaped my ears and cut them to the desired size, what I'll do is I'll take a piece of wire and just put it in the top, and this is jewelry wire, and I'm just going to put this in the top of Piglet's head because I don't want Piglet's ears to fall off. So what I'll do is I'll put this right where Piglet's ear is going to go and just push it down, and then I'll take an ear and I'll just slide it right on top of that. And take my ear and I'll slide it right on top. There we go, slide it all the way down until it touches the light pink clay. So now that I've attached Piglet's first ear, what I did was I took the back of my knife and I made a tiny little line right next to that ear, just to kind of show the top of his head. That's what his little Tsum Tsum looks like. The next thing I'll do is attach his second ear, and I already have it on this piece of wire. You can either put the ear on the wire first, or put the wire in the head first, and then slide the ear on. And then I'll just put it right, his other ear is right next to the first one. So I'll just slide it down in there, trying to keep the shape as I go, and press on the top of it until he has his second ear. And there you go. So now that my Piglet is baked and cooled, I'll be drawing in his face. The first thing I'll need is some pink paint and a little toothpick. I'll dip my toothpick in the paint and just draw in his nose. And he has a triangular shaped nose. So just put my toothpick right on top and draw in a little triangle. So now that I've finished painting in Piglet's nose, I'll be using some brown paint and a toothpick to draw in his eyes. And his eyes are really close to his nose like this. So all I'll do is I'll take my toothpick, it's already dipped in paint, and I'll just put a little dot of paint right near his nose, and then just make a circle with my toothpick like that, and then I can go back and fill it in. I'll do the same thing with the other side. Put a little dot of paint on the other side, and then just fill it in. I'm going to fill it in and make it a nice circle, and then I'll work on his eyebrows. Now my Piglet Tsum Tsum is finished. I drew in his eyebrows with a thin black Sharpie. If you want to find out how to make all of these Tsum Tsums, please subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting another Tsum Tsum video very soon. But before that, let's get stacking. Thanks for watching.